Kelly Olynyk is out there with Zion Williamson. And it's Messi in at the center position. And both backcourts in this one stand cream of the crop.
Well, a lot of people would say that this is a guard-oriented league. I think it's a league of all the positions. But tonight, certainly, whoever can win that guard battle will probably go home with the W.
Certainly the headliner tonight. Now here's Alvarado. Pass to Williamson. The rebound by Moody. Now Butler. And it's Butler with the jam.
Yeah, and Butler pretty scary when he gets out in transition.
Now McCollum. And you look at his numbers, just over 21 a game. To the wing on the left. 5 to shoot. Alvarado, the pass to McCollum. The three-pointer off the mark. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
And, Coach, when we get to the playoffs, Jimmy Butler plays his best basketball.
Well, Brian, look, it's tangible. You see his numbers go up in the postseason. Butler's been the #1 option on multiple finals teams. That puts him in rare company.
Zero fear from Curry inside. 2 more points in his Hall of Fame career.
Pass to Messi. Williamson with it. Now here's Olynyk. Lets it go from deep. Pajemski grabs the board. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Outside, Green. Curry looking it over. Pass to Moody. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. And when you look back at the 2023 draft, the Warriors got great value out of their picks.
Yeah, I mean, they got Pajemski with the 19th pick, a versatile player who impacts the game at both ends. And they also got Trace Jackson Davis late in the second round. And he is a fundamentally sound big man with great upside.
First one falls for him. And Grant, you look at the players the Pelicans have gone after recently. They have a clear plan.
Well, they do, B.A. They want to surround Zion with shooters, which, of course, makes sense. It's sort of the same kind of blueprint the Bucks laid out with Giannis. If you can shoot, the Pelicans have a spot for you.
That misses, so he splits the free throws. But Grant, despite the Warriors' success over the last decade, it hasn't always been this way for this franchise.
Yeah, they didn't have many winning seasons before they got Steph, Clay, and Dre. And you know, B.A., from 1978 to 2012, they made the playoffs just 6 times.
Now here's Curry. It's good.
Not afraid to mix it up inside. Curry is a crafty finisher.
Pelicans trail by 5. Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. Outside Olynyk. Here's Williamson. A real weapon on offense. Averaging around 24.5 a game. Over Green. And that one's long. The Warriors lead by 5. Left side Butler. Stolen. Now here's Williamson. Moody defends. From 11 feet away. And he slams it in one-handed.
And that's why you don't give up on the glass.
Man, his efforts well rewarded right there.
Well, that's what he does. He makes an impact with his activity on the boards.
Now here's Curry. And here's Moody. Zion Williamson grabs the miss. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
You know, Zion doesn't get enough credit for how he shares the ball. He is a really good passer.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. Zion Williamson seems intent on silencing all the doubters moving forward here.
Yeah, B.A., he's not taking any more questions about conditioning. His physicality and play really answered that question now. He has been looking better than ever.
Now here's Kuminga. 15 in his last outing. The three from Curry. And it's Hawkins with a rebound. The Pelicans trail. Here's Brown. Blocked! And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession. Robbed.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
In transition, here they come. Jackson Davis misses.
Well, give credit to the defense for cutting him off. Normally, that'd be easy points for him at the rim.
And the shot goes.
And McCollum really can hit from anywhere. He's got every move.
And now we'll go to Allie LaForce, who had a chance to visit with Willie Green.
I asked him outright how he planned to deal with Steph Curry. How does anyone deal with him? Coach joked. He went on to say, we'll try to contest every shot and chase him off the arc, with emphasis on try. Not easy to solve a problem with no good solution, I guess, B.A.
Appreciate the report, Allie. New Orleans shooting their first free throw of the evening.
At the line for your Pelicans, Hawkins.
And that one misses. Stan, after his 12-year playing career, Willie Green has made a seamless transition into coaching.
Yeah, first of all, Willie Green is a person of very high character. Second, Brian, he consciously started preparing himself to coach while he was still playing, and then he was able to work on great staffs under great coaches, and now he's an outstanding head coach in his own right.
Now here's Brown. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call.
Warriors ball.
All right, a moment to check out some numbers for Stephen Curry. Golden State has gone 0 for 2 from outside. 1:05 left in the first quarter of the game. Pass to Hield. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry.
And a little contact never stopped Hield. A committed scorer who knows how to keep his balance on his shot.
Now here's McCollum. Hawkins, the pass to McCollum. Here's Hawkins from the arc. Jackson Davis grabs the miss.
They've been just a little bit better on the glass so far, showing their tremendous work ethic.
Outside Curry. Outside Hield. From about 19, he's looking good. 2 buckets in 3 attempts.
We all know Hield is a shooter through and through. Love seeing him get room to fire from there.
Curry against McCollum. It's stolen by Curry. In transition, here come the Warriors. Yep, count it. Curry's got 6 points.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
What he might lack in height at the 4 spot, he makes up for it with his burst.
Assist, C.J. McCollum.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. The Warriors on top. They're up by 3. We've got more in store for you right after this.
13.
Good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for the Warriors?
Well, you know, the analytics guys would tell you a team shouldn't be taking this many mid-range shots, but clearly they're shooting them with confidence.
You have to like the fact that they're not settling at all. I mean, they've really made a point to get the ball down inside and challenge that interior defense.
So on the floor for Golden State to kick off the second quarter. Curry and Pons make up the backcourt. Jimmy Butler out there with Green. And it's Payton in at the 3. Pass to Messi. Here's Hawkins, defended by Pajemski. Outside, Brown. Well, Grant, as you always say, in the playoffs, you need a player who can score in isolation.
That's true, B.A. And in a 7-game series, defense is to disrupt your set offense. If your stars can go mano-a-mano and create something out of nothing, that's often the best you can get.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Oh, and a fast break for the Warriors. And he lays it in off the breakaway. And it's a 7-point Warrior lead. And so it's Brown with it. He brings it up for the New Orleans Pelicans, coming off that win against the Sixers.
And I think they were prepared to face pressure D, but that never materialized, so they took advantage.
And you could sense the difference in energy. They were keyed up, jumping on mistakes. They just outworked them.
Curry's shot is off. For New Orleans, they've got none of their first 3 shots to fall so far in the second. Here's Hawkins. On target from range. Hawkins has got his first 3 points of the game.
Hey, they rely on Hawkins to stretch the floor for them.
Here's Curry. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. Coach, you spent a lot of time in New Orleans. Coach form, as a matter of fact. It's a fun stop in the NBA. There's some amazing food in the Big Easy.
Yeah, Brian, I love the city of New Orleans, but when I coached there, it was in the pandemic. All the restaurants were closed. All the entertainment was closed. We couldn't enjoy the jazz or the food.
The Pelicans making a switch here. Williamson's checked in. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Well, he's been very good at the line, and we all know free throws can make or break you in the end.
And the Pelicans call time here.
Looking now for some consistency. Just too many missed shots.
Yeah, right now, Coach needs to draw up his best play, get some points, and give this team some confidence.
And the Warriors making a switch here. Moody's checked in. Alvarado with it. 9 points for him in his last game. Here's Williamson. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's going to go on Draymond Green.
Well, Zion is such a problem for any defense. You can't help but use a foul to try and slow him down.
This is his first opportunity at the line this evening. That's good from Williamson. Well, Coach, Zion is always must-see TV when he plays. It's his availability that is questioned.
Yeah, it is, Brian, but he's been healthier. And when he plays, there's nobody like him in the NBA with that size, skill, and force. Well, this is where Butler is elite. The ability to score the ball going downhill.
Here's Hawkins. 9 points for him in his last game. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Jimmy Butler's such an all-around player. He said, I don't need to be a 40-point scorer. My role is to impact winning. I just control what I can control in the end, play the right way, stay aggressive, and do whatever it takes to get my team the win. And Brian, he is good at his job.
Well, playoff Jimmy is a real thing, whether he'll admit it or not.
Well, that contact does nothing to Zion. He's just way too strong.
Butler against Olynyk. The shot by Butler, no good.
It seemed like he changed his mind during the layup, tried to pull off another shot, and choked.
There's the triple. And the Pelicans hit again from deep.
And after not making any threes in the first half, he now has 2 here in the second half. Let's see if he continue to add to that.
Now here's Moody, providing this team some offensive stability. A little over 10 points a game. Right side, Pajemski. Back to Peyton. It's Pajemski on the wing. And out of bounds. New Orleans will have it. Let's check in on the Western Conference standings as the race to the playoffs continues. You look at the Warriors holding down the 6th spot right now in the middle of this conference. And, of course, the Pelicans, they need to work much harder to climb out of the bottom of the conference.
Well, I think for Golden State, just about everything they've tried this season has worked. The system they run is a perfect fit for their talent, and everybody's on board.
No doubt. They've had an incredible regular season. We didn't really expect it, but soon comes the real test, the playoffs.
Shoot two.
And he knocks down the first one. And Stan, you got into coaching right after college. When did you know you wanted to be a coach?
Brian, that's easy. As soon as I figured out that I didn't have much of a future as a player, I knew I wanted to stay involved in the game. I wanted to coach.
So both teams making some changes here. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Wow. Their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
And the Warriors call time here.
There's no way coach likes this effort level. They need to refocus.
Yeah, you have to take a timeout in a situation like this. Stop the bleeding a bit and regroup.
Change here. McCollum's checked in. And the Warriors making a change here. Here's Butler. His offense has been fantastic, averaging just over 17 a game. Will it go? Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. Now well into his 30s. Is it fair to start wondering how many seasons Jimmy Butler has left, Grant?
Well, it's a fair question, B.A. But at the same time, Jimmy's hunger is just so different than everybody else's, which I could see helping prolong his career.
No good on the free throw. Good on the second one.
Well, one thing that's never in doubt, the level of effort you're going to get from Jimmy Butler on a nightly basis.
There's McCollum with the 3. They get it back. Can't get the putback. The Warriors have gone 4 for 6 here in the second. Here's Pajemski. It's hauled in by New Orleans. Now the Pelicans in transition. Here's McCollum and buries the jumper to finish off the break. McCollum's gotten his second bucket of the game.
Good effort by McCollum. Hustles up the court and knows exactly how to play it.
Here's Butler. Butler, he's too much close to the rim.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. You know, that's why they continue to get attacked.
McCollum with it. Now Pajemski defending. Here's Hawkins. Oh, trains the 19-footer. Hawkins has got 8 points here in the quarter.
Well, it took him a while to get his legs under him. He didn't do much in the first quarter, but now he's off it.
And the basket by Hield.
And I like whenever Hield attacks inside like this, exploiting the defense when they give him these chances.
Here's New Orleans now. They're on a 14-5 run. 1:05 left in the first half of this one. Rebounded by Butler. And it's Butler with the ball for the Warriors. Hield finds Looney. Here's Pajemski. Knocks down the long J. Pajemski's got his second basket of the night.
And that's on the defense, giving him a decent look. That's his shot.
McCollum, the pass to Williamson. Oh, and the big finish by Williamson.
Well, we'll never get tired of those dunks from Zion.
And that was our AT&T 5G Slam Can, bringing you the sauce. Here's Podziemski. McCollum pulls it in. The Pelicans have gotten 7 of 13 attempts to go here in the second. Pass to Robinson Earl. Inside. McCollum taking his time here. From outside, off the mark. Now Hield. He's coming off a 10-point game against Miami. To the middle. Looney. And Looney with the slam.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. There's McCollum with the 3. Oh, no good on the last-second attempt there. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. The Warriors on top. They lead by a bucket. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this very moment. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here. Shaq is here. One half is behind us. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Golden State found themselves in a close game in the first. Their biggest lead in the first, 5 points. The second quarter saw them lose just a fraction of the lead they held at the end of the first, as they're now ahead by 2 points at the half. Taking a look at the Warriors. Kenny, what you think?
It's been an aggressive approach for them at the opposite end. Getting the ball inside and getting as many points as possible close to the rim. So far, so good. They have a nice edge in the points in the paint.
And Shaq, how'd you think the Pelicans would play?
Their defense has been dismal, allowing their opponent to shoot in the 60s. I'm sure they're getting an earful in the locker room. Amazing they've been able to keep it close. Boy.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Stephen Curry having a dominant impact in this game.
I like how they controlled the tempo and played to his strengths.
Yeah, he's found his spots, been patient with his shot selection, and it's paid off for himself and the team.
Alvarado and McCollum comprise the backcourt. Kelly Olynyk is out there with Zion Williamson. And it's Messi in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Pelicans trail by 4. Here's Alvarado. Soft touch off the glass. Alvarado's got 8.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
And New Orleans shooting at a decent clip, 45% for the game. Pass to McCollum. Driving in, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Yeah, look at the touch. McCollum off the drive.
Ooh, a great look there. Brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam Can. Curry passes to Hield, and they pick up 2. Give him 8 points now.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
Right now, a close game in New Orleans. And at home for the next game, it'll be Charlotte pulling in to face him. That'll be the end of a 3-game homestand. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. We'll stand in this league, the opportunity always, and they're not happy with the call here. Coach has given the signal. He's going to use his challenge. Probably a good idea in such a close contest.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
And the Warriors making a switch here. Green is checked in. And the first one at the line is good. He's perfect from the line this time. And here's Curry. 14 points for him. Out to Hield. Misi grabs the board. Misi's got 4 rebounds now.
Well, after 3 straight makes, that's their first miss of that.
Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. And looking at our 2K leaderboard, here's a look at the bigs who have been passing it the best since the All-Star break. Their versatility continues to be so valuable to their teams. In the 3rd spot, Jimmy Butler. And, of course, Draymond Green.
And I love how these guys are some of the most complete front court players in the NBA. They're not just score and rebound bigs. They can also beat you with their passing as well.
Well, that's really what the new-aged big man has turned into. They're not just bruisers anymore.
That one's no good.
Yeah, you have to really appreciate Williamson's fire and tenacity on the court. Players like him get everyone to increase their intensity.
Now here's Curry. Phenomenal stats on a consistent basis. Puts up over 24 points a game. 4 on the clock. It's hauled in by New Orleans.
Well, that one should be in his wheelhouse, but just off the mark.
Here's Alvarado. That's good. And it's McCollum with the assist. McCollum's got his 4th assist in this one.
And defenses can forget how good of a passer McCollum is.
Well, one of the sharpest players off the floor, C.J. McCollum.
Well, Brian, he also did a great job as president of the Players Union, and he's great on his podcast, too.
I'm sure he'll be doing games with you soon enough after his playing career.
Yeah, I just hope he's not taking my job.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Brian, the Warriors play a unique style predicated on passing and cutting off the ball. Stephen Curry said the main goal is to just force the defense to make as many decisions as he can. So with all that ball movement and body movement, they're going to mess up at some point, right?
Well, it helps having a weapon like Stephen Curry. Thanks, Allie.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
He's had 4 chances at the line. He's made them all. And he can't get the first one for New Orleans. Brown comes in for Williamson. And Hawkins subbed in for C.J. McCollum. And he sinks the second. The Warriors trailing. Here's Curry. Oh, a strong finish from Curry.
Well, what a quarter he's had. You can tell he's in the flow. They should be looking for him every possession.
Alvarado outside. The Warriors pull it in. And that'll be game 4 of this 6-game stretch on the road. Count it. Hield's got 10 points in the game.
A shoot-first guard who also is selfless. Curry continues to add to his resume.
Outside Olynyk. Pass to Messi. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
Now here's Curry. 16 points for him. And here is Kuminga. Outside, Green. It's hauled in by New Orleans. Hawkins has got 4 rebounds in the game. To the paint from 6 feet away. And down it goes. 2 points. Alvarado's got 10 points in the quarter.
Hawkins putting his passing on display. Moves the ball to an open man.
They get the rebound. Oh, Kuminga, just a menace inside.
His nimbleness makes him a unique threat at the rim.
New Orleans has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Here's Hawkins, guarded by Hield. Hawkins, the pass to Olynyk. Rebounded by Green. The Warriors have gone 7 of 13 in the second half. And stolen by Alvarado. And he lays it in on the break. Alvarado's got 12 points in just the second half. All right, guys, a breakdown here of the hustle stats for New Orleans.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
They're also finding a lot of points tonight off the transition play, running the floor and using the fast break to beat the defense.
Well, he's a reason why they're winning right now. He's been efficient offensively, and his confidence continues to grow.
Here's Hawkins. And, yep, it's good. Hawkins has got 10 points in the game.
And Hawkins is an assertive player. Once he sees a lane open up, he jumps all over it.
Curry creates inside.
Well, when you have a guy scoring like he is, you redraw every play to be about getting him the ball.
Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It'll be his 4th time going to the line in this game.
Team foul. At the line for 2.
First free throw is good. Both teams will make substitutions. And so he hits both.
I like this aggressive mentality he's adopted in the second half, doing everything he can to get to the line.
Outside Curry. Out left to the wing. Down low. Off target at the rim. Fires away from way outside. It's off. And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game thus far. The Pelicans on top, leading by a point. And time for a short break. Stay right there. The fourth quarter is coming up next. Steve Kerr with some words for his players.
Get there, the ball's moving. Looks more like us, all right? Good to great. We're getting some decent ones. Let's get some great shots now.
Preaching how important it is to take quality shots. Coach Kerr.
He doesn't want them to settle for average shots. He wants his team to take great shots.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. On the court for Golden State to start the fourth. Curry and Pods make up the backcourt. Trace Jackson-Davis out there with Butler. And it's Payton in at the 3. Now here's Curry. Oh, Stephen Curry, shot maker extraordinaire.
This continues to be a battle. The lead is within reach.
Yeah, this is definitely a close one. Let's see if they have enough in the tank to take the lead here.
Robinson Earl, the pass to McCollum. Alvarado outside. Got a piece of it. In transition, here come the Warriors. Here's Pajemski. Counted. And the Warriors lead by 1. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Warriors.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
And another note, how about the way they've cashed in off turnovers, taking advantage when given the extra opportunity. This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
Now here's Alvarado. He's closely guarded. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Here's Curry. Pass to Pajimski. Over McCollum. Back to Curry. It's Pajimski on the wing. Outside Curry. Off target from three-point range.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Well, clever as always. You can expect McCollum to spot and exploit those gaps.
Outside Curry. And it's in there. Curry's got 25 points.
Way to rise to the occasion and snatch back the momentum.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
Timeout called. The Pelicans. Man, it's been quite a game for Stephen Curry.
Well, as a coach, you have to make adjustments to put a stop to all the damage he's doing. The way they defended him is not cutting.
So both teams changing it up here. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Willie Green coaching his team during that last break, and he was adamant that they need to tighten up their D. That lack of communication at that end has led to breakdowns, wide open shooters, and easy buckets. He sounded pretty frustrated, guys.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie.
Well, there's nothing you can do when Zion is at the rim like that. Impossible to move him.
To the wing, right side. Back to Green. Goes back up. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
Grant, when you look at Draymond Green's career, do you think he's going to the Hall of Fame?
You know, B.A., I believe so. He's won multiple titles, and we know how impactful he has been as a defender and distributor especially. I think we'll see him in Springfield one day.
And he's good on the second.
Well, they had a chance for the lead right there, but we're all evened up.
McCollum outside. Knocked away. Into the lane. He's off on that one. The Warriors have gotten 3 of 7 attempts in this fourth quarter to fall. Here's Hield. From down in the low post, it goes.
And Hield's judgment in these spots is impressive. Understanding what kind of shot to take in big-time moments.
Here's McCollum. Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 gone by. Oh, it's blocked by Green. Here's Hield. Rebounded by New Orleans. Misi's got rebound number 8 now. Here's Brown. And Brown with the stuff.
Showing great vision that time. Zion delivers the ball exactly where it needs to be.
Golden State calls timeout. All right, time now to present our New Balance Player of the Game, Stephen Curry.
This has been one of the most dominant performances I've ever seen. What's incredible is he has no off switch, but just a tremendous motor, and he's making an impact on every single possession. And look at him. You think it's just another game. He is totally in control of his emotions.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by now. And he converts the layup. Curry's got 17 now, just in the second half.
And Steph relishes taking key shots. It's what he's out there to do.
New Orleans calls timeout.
For New Orleans. Started.
Alvarado's checked in for the Pelicans.
Your Pelicans, Jose Alvarado.
Warriors with the rebound.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Curry passes to Hield. And they'll get another chance. Williamson against Butler. 6 on the shot clock. And it's Hawkins with a rebound. Hawkins has got 5 rebounds in the game. Got a hand on it. And Alvarado gets it to go. And so it's Curry with it. He brings it up for the Warriors. To the inside. Hield. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Curry. Curry's got 5 assists tonight.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead it to the score.
Hawkins can't get it to go. The Warriors leading. On the wing, Curry. Outside Hield. From outside the arc. Williams grabs the board. The Pelicans shooting just 38% here in the fourth. Pass to Messi. Kicks it out to Williamson. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call.
Sometimes the action speeds up on you a little too much. Two teammates not on the same wavelength there.
Moody's checked in for the Warriors. Pajemski comes in for Hield. Here's Curry. And he sinks it.
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
Now here's Williamson. Pass to Messi. Here's Hawkins. To the left side wing. Here's Alvarado. The kick to Olynyk. Here's Hawkins. It falls! And that one brings them within 1.
Look, Hawkins isn't a guy who creates often. His role is to bury jumpers.
And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
Warriors 5. Stephen Curry.
New Orleans calls timeout. They're down by 1. 19 seconds left in the final quarter. All right, guys, what's your take?
This is where your coaching is so important. They need a really good play now.
Well, they'll likely only get 1 shot at this. They need to make it count.
Out to the right wing. Back to Williamson. Over Moody. Oh, it's blocked by Green.
A terrific position defender. Draymond can also challenge shots and protect the rim.
Shooting for Golden State, Draymond Green. Taking 2 shots.
Oh, he doesn't hit the first. That was the one they really wanted. He's got 1 more, though. And the second of 2 is good. And that'll put him up 2. Nine seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Williamson left side over Moody. Oh, and he can't make the shot to force overtime. And so it's the Warriors who come out on top here. With the late victory, they upset plenty of these hometown fans.
They really should take this win to heart. When the pressure was on, they stepped up and worked twice as hard to overcome it.
All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
All right, Jimmy, as you prepared for this one, what was the focus?
Just how hard we had to play, home or away. I think we did that. We stayed together through their runs, through our runs, and that was quality, and that's getting us done.
4 great quarters of work. Congrats on the win.
Allie, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Coach Stan Van Gundy, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. And we'll see